Is your child struggling to learn to read? Is this struggle causing your child to be really frustrated and discouraged with school in general? And is your child starting to not like school because they don't like reading? Or maybe you feel like your child is getting behind because they aren't able to read in the other subjects and it's impacting their ability to learn science or math or anything else that you want to study. If that's the case, then I want to share a reframe that I think will help to be able to make school fun for your child again. So please hit like on this video and subscribe to the channel so that you get notified whenever a new video is released. So the big idea here is to figure out how to separate reading from learning. Because for most people in school, reading and learning are very much linked. If you want your child to learn something new, kind of the default way that schools do that is to make a textbook and have the kids read about it. Or sometimes if your school is really creative, you'll get a novel or a story for your child to read and they'll learn that way. But a lot of the reading, but a lot of the learning that happens in school usually happens through reading. But what if it didn't look like that? What if your child was able to learn without needing to read? What if you could include some creative ideas or different ways of learning that would allow your child to learn without having to read the information? If you could do that, then the struggle with reading no longer becomes a part of science or a part of math. And your child can enjoy those subjects for what they are without having the reading struggles that they're having get incorporated and all tied up into those subjects as well. So for example, if you have a child that is struggling with reading, but you want to teach them something new in science, instead of asking them to read a textbook or read a passage, what else can you do instead? Well, the easiest one is you could read the textbook or the passage to them. This does take more time, and so it's not always possible for us. But as much as you can, if you can read the information out loud to your child, then they can get that information a different way without having to get frustrated by reading it. And they'll probably learn more because they'll be able to concentrate on science instead of concentrating on decoding the words on that page. You could also try to find the information for your child in an audiobook form. So maybe the textbook or novel that you're using has an audiobook version, and you can have your child read the audiobook or even listen to the audiobook and read along in the text so that they're able to get that information that way. You might also try to find a curriculum where the curriculum uses lots of videos, either videos to supplement the curriculum, or maybe the curriculum comes with teaching videos, and that's how the kids are learning the information. So there are lots of different ways to consume information other than just reading it. And if you can teach your child some alternate ways of consuming information that do not involve that struggle of reading, then that will allow them to continue to progress forward in other subjects and not cause their struggle with reading to make them fall behind in math or in science or in any of the other things that they're studying. This will also help them not to be so frustrated because they'll be able to concentrate on learning science or learning math without having to have those struggles with reading come into play during those subjects. And then you can focus on reading during the time when your child is practicing reading to help them build the skills so that they will be able to be more successful learning through reading in the future. But really, learning through reading requires a background knowledge and an ability to read. And if your child isn't there yet, no matter what their age, that's okay. Try to find some alternate ways of helping them consume the information so that they can continue to move forward. When we separate reading from learning, we can help our kids to be successful in homeschool, even if they are struggling to read. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. Please hit like and subscribe to the video so that you'll get notified when new videos are released. And please share in the comments, what are you doing to help your child who is struggling to read still enjoy school?